How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good also. So, at first, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Amina or Amina, and yeah, and I'm an artist. I write music, and I love singing. And I've been singing since I was a little kid, and I've been competing in competitions and stuff since I was 11, and in my homeland, Yemen. But when the war started, when I was 14, there was no time for music because I moved. I left Yemen because of the war. And yeah, and somehow I lost my passion for music. But when I came here to Sweden 5 years ago, I everybody's singing, and I thought this is the right time and place to go back to music, to the thing I love the most. And then I joined Idol in 2021, and it was a really wonderful experience. And I got to be top 9. And yeah, and then after that, I found my producer, who I wrote the song with, also with my co-writer Sandra Bjurman. And yeah, we started writing music, and I discovered the thing that I can write music, because I've always loved writing, but I never really dared to write a whole song. But yeah, and that was a really um, amazing experience, and it was I never really thought that I had it in me, it was like discovering um, some sort of power, and it was really fun. And um, I wrote an album, and I released it in February, called the Guidebook, or Guidebook. um, and yeah, and then I started working on my second album, and the song that I'm competing with in Melodifestivalen came up, and my producer thought it was perfect for the Melodifestivalen, and then we sent it, and now we're here.
Great, great that you came back to music after all these traumatic things. And yes, so as you said, you come from Yemen, and now you live in Sweden. What shocked you in Sweden when you came there first?
Mm, shocked me in a good way or in a bad way.
Your choice. Like
um,
surprise, biggest surprise in Sweden.
um, I think the biggest surprise was um, that there is a different way of living life, I guess, and how you should be, and the most important thing here that I learned is that you have to feel good inside, and be calm and express your emotions and talk about them. It's not like I didn't do that in my homeland, but because I was still young when I left Yemen, I was 14. But when I came here, I felt that you have the space and time to think and process things. Um, and yeah, and I guess that's what made me feel comfortable to um, go back to music. And I also, living here has opened so many opportunities for me, um, which I'm really grateful for. Um, yeah, I guess that's what shocked me. Maybe in a good way and also in a bad way, because I never really felt that comfortable to talk about how I feel, and But when I came here, I felt that I could do that. It wasn't weird or.
So, was it hard to keep a secret that you will participate in Melodifestivalen this year?
Not really. Not really. I don't think it was that hard, but it feels good that everybody now is included in my secret. Because keeping a secret like this one is maybe a bit hard, because you want people to feel excited for you, and but of course I already told the people I really care about, the people I feel really I have a deep connection with, that's kept the secret. But if you mean like the audience and people behind the screens, I don't think that was really hard for me.
So, how did you react when SVT announced to you that you will participate in Melodifestivalen?
To be honest with you, I really take so much time until I process things, especially like these kind of big things. But it felt surreal. It felt surreal because I've always been a big fan of Melodifestivalen, and I started watching it when I first came here to Sweden. I had a homework in Swedish when I was learning Swedish to watch Melodifestivalen and write about it, and I've been watching it ever since. And now I'm competing in it. It feels like a full circle, maybe, but yeah.
So you also wrote your song, as you said, and how did you felt while you were writing this song?
Well, the process of writing this song was not quite how I imagined it would be, because this song was one of the first songs that I kind of surrounded to the studio and to the session, because I usually have like ideas in my head, melodies, and I want them to be that way. But this one, it felt like a different kind of vibe and different kind of energy in it, because and also this song is about breaking free in a way. Yeah, in the beginning of writing the song, I wrote the concept or like some of the lyrics 3 years ago, and I kind of hid them, and I didn't want anybody to see them. I felt embarrassed in a way, but I came back to them, and we were in the studio, and I wanted the song to be really dark, but thanks to Sandra and Stefan, who I wrote the song together with, they thought it would be a cool thing to have this contrast between the lyrics and the music, and also we came up, me and Sandra, with the chorus, which is quite fun and happy in a way. So this song is a mix of all these emotions, like dark and sad and serious and fun, and so yeah.
That sounds interesting. So I know you can't say much about your song, but if you could describe it in 3 words, which ones would it be?
This song,
Mm-hmm.
um, so it's called "Do Good Be Better." I would say it's like a therapy session and breaking free and it's really hard. I usually talk a lot. I guess, yeah, breaking free and being happy.
All right. So who supports you the most through your music career?
There's so many. My family, first, of course, and my friends, and one of them is my best friend, who's I haven't seen for 5 years now, and so many more. There's a lot of people that really supported me and still supporting me. I can't really just name them, because also my team that I'm working with, and one of the first people that I worked with was an organization called Talent Coach. It helps artists who are breaking through the industry, and they really helped me so much after the Idol, and still do. So there's so many.
All right. So what do you do to calm down before entering the stage? Because we know performing is really stressful.
I usually, like, the last minutes before going on stage, I like to take a moment for myself, and just close my eyes and like meditating in a way, and just taking a deep breath and feeling the ground in a way, or like feeling grounded. Because when you go on stage, you show so much of yourself on stage. So I think it's a really it's a weird experience also to be on stage. But it's fun. It's fun.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it's fun. So what is your favorite song from your country, from Yemen?
Um, it's called Hubbi Laha. It's a really old folk song, and it's about how much love we have for my home country, Yemen. Although with all the distractions and all the horrible things that's going on there. So it's like a love song for my homeland. That one is my favorite, and it has really beautiful lyrics and really strong melodies. So yeah.
Great. So who was your favorite during last year's Melodifestivalen?
Um, I don't really remember, because but one of my favorites since I've watched Melodifestivalen was Clara with her song Behöver inte dig idag. It's in Swedish. That one is that one is my favorite, but I don't really remember from last year's. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So these were all the questions. Thank you so much for this interview and good luck in Melodifestivalen.
Thank you. It was really nice talking to you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.